I saw you performing it long ago. Where was you? He was with that kid from Bradford.
Oh, my bitty Bradford boy, Cruisy T, hold tight him every time, man. I know the Bradford boys. Yeah, I do quite a lot of shows in Bradford, so that one I think you're on about was a teen scene event. It's an under-18s event they host up there. Darker, hold tight him every time as well. He's the organiser. It's just a show they put on for under-18s, you know, safe place, safe environment, no drugs, no drink. You get breathalyzed if they feel you're drunk and stuff, can't get in. And that's another thing about where you mentioned the networking. I just messaged the page and I said, any slots at any of your up and coming events? He got back to me, he was cool, he said, yeah, of course. Showed him my music, obviously saw my music, liked it. And yeah, I went there, shut it down, and there's more to come. I've got Hotbox coming up. That's like a cypher kind of, remember back in the day we used to do grime sets and that. Kind of like that, but it's a Chava kind of set events kind of thing. I've done a show at Rainton Arena in Sunderland, I think it is. That holds like 2,000-3,000 people. That was quite a good show. So yeah, and I think, you know, since I've stopped working and quit my job to pursue my music, I've done well. Do you know what I mean, bro? Because I used to be bad on drugs and drink and whatever. I was as a session. That's, you know, so for how far I've come, I'm happy. You know, I'm not where I want to be, but I think at the minute I'm where I need to be. So, you know, I think going forward, there's big things to come. There's more bangers to drop. And we just keep pushing forward, man, and keep on adding to the story. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, if you're passionate about it and that's what you see and that's what you want, you'll get it.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully, my bro, man. I mean, it's not been an easy journey, man. Like, my life's been a bit crazy, bro, from going to Ghana to school not knowing, and then, you know, my dad kind of kidnapping me, and then coming back to go to school, and then, you know, all the in-betweens, the drug dealing and the this and the that. I don't want to go too deep on that because that's not part of me anymore, and the people that know me know, and, you know, yeah, man.
Mate, some of the best people out there that make it where they want to be have been through the hardest things.
And yeah, that's what I feel. I feel it's been a test, you know, because obviously when I was living in Ghana as a kid, my dad's a Muslim, and he's a very strict Muslim. He's an African Muslim, very strict. So when I've gone there, bro, I'm 13 years old. I've been circumcised at 13. I'm going to Makalanta, they call it, but it's like Quran school, Arabic school, every day after school. Do you know what I mean? They're teaching me Quran, and, you know, getting up every morning, 5 o'clock, my dad, have you prayed? Have you prayed? Have you prayed? Always then, no, I haven't, dad. Go and pray, go and pray. It was just mad, but then I appreciate it so much because later on in my life, when times did start getting hard and struggling, I didn't have to be asked if I was praying. I didn't have to be forced to pray. Like, it just come to me one day and I was reading the Quran and I was just like, yeah, man, like, this is me. Don't get me wrong, I fall off, I jump back on. Like, any Muslim will tell you, it's not easy being a Muslim in a Western society. Like, there's just too many things going on. I'm not using that as an excuse, but, you know, life is life, only God can judge us. So yeah, I got circumcised at 13 and then going to Arabic. I didn't want to, I'm not going to lie, bro. Like, I'm only 13, I don't want to be praying, I don't want to learn Arabic, I don't want to learn the Quran and whatever. I was very ignorant, but it's really massively helped me later on in life, like the patience about it, you know, it's so calming now when I pray. But it was kind of hard because any time that I start praying, or, you know, my mum used to hear I was going to the mosque and whatever, they'd always connect it to my mental health and say, oh, he's going mad again, he's back at the mosque, he's praying, he's this, he's that. I've always prayed, I've just always not advertised it or published it, do you know what I mean? Because to me, whatever religion you are and whatever, it's personal to that person. Do you know what I'm saying? So my own religion is personal to me. So I don't need to flaunt it, I don't need to be taking pictures at Jummah and, do you know what I mean? Like a lot of people do. I'm not that guy. Like, to me, that's between me and God. So that's how I find God, through Islam, and that's what works for me. You know, everyone's entitled to their own religion and their own opinions on religions and whatever. I do what works for me, and it's through Islam, and it's praying on my hands and knees. You know, so that's it, yeah.
So you mentioned that you got bipolar and you've been sectioned in the UK. What's it like having bipolar and what was it like being sectioned?
Well, having bipolar, I don't know what it's like because I don't know what it's like to have a normal person's mind. So I don't know, people, friends, family members can tell you probably more what it's like to have bipolar or to live with someone that has bipolar because they know what I'm like. With me, I just feel I'm a normal person. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to explain what it's like to have, because I'm not disputing the fact I have something mentally not wrong, because I don't see anything wrong, like there's nothing wrong with my mind. I'm not disputing the fact that I have a condition, but I don't believe it's bipolar just because I never get depressed. And the only times I have been depressed is when I've been put on Zeuclopenthixol, which is a depot injection every 2 weeks that makes you pile weight on and not want to do anything. I couldn't hold conversations. I couldn't have any motivation. Like, bro, I was literally in bed for a whole year. I'd be in bed, I'd get up, walk to the shop, buy an energy drink, come home, get back in the bed. Like, I had no motivation, didn't want to be outside, didn't want to see no one, because Zeuclopenthixol, the side effects are really bad. I could hardly walk. If you looked at me, you'd say, he's definitely on some sort of medication, look like he's out of it, he's zoned out. I was on too much of a high dose. So I've never had the lows and the depression, because bipolar, I don't know if you know much about it, but it's called bipolar because, you know, you've got the North Pole, you've got the South Pole, and then you've got the middle, do you know what I mean? So it's called bipolar because your mood can go up and down and fluctuate. Do you get what I'm saying? But my mood doesn't fluctuate. I go manic, I go into states of mania, like, do you know what I mean? I'm always high. So when I go into an episode, it's a high episode, I'm buzzing, I'm here, I'm there, I'm bouncing off the walls, like, it's kind of mad. I'm not the same person I am sat here when I'm in an episode. But yeah, so I can't really explain what it is I have. I don't believe it's bipolar. I believe it's drug induced, because it's only ever when I've been taking drugs consistently for a long time or I'm always session. But the hospital side of it, the first hospital I ever went to was Signet Bradford, Wyke. Nice people, good food, seclusion. I had a lot of rapid trank there. So rapid trank is what they give you to instantly get you to kind of chill out and relax. Like, it's put straight into your arse cheek. They pin you down. I've been pinned down so many times. They'll pin you down, put it in your arse. Within 20-30 minutes you'll be asleep. One time, it's quite funny to be fair, when I was in an episode, they was giving me rapid trank, but whatever was going through my head, I thought they were steroids. So I thought I was being injected with steroids. So they'd give me the rapid trank, I'd get up and start doing bare press-ups. And then I'll never forget, I'm not trying to say, oh, I'm the Don or whatever, but a woman from the hospital came into the room and she said, we've never seen anybody react the way you react off rapid trank. She said, it puts everyone out, like whatever's going on in your head, or there's something really, what's it called, because we've never seen anyone not be fucked off the rapid trank kind of thing. I was like, it's because I'm different, whatever. But yeah, I've been in Radbourne unit in Derby.
I'm feeling your vibes, got me excited, you got me excited. I know that you like it, I'm feeling your vibes.
Good food, decent hospital, seclusion rooms. Few people, I'm not going to say whatever, but you know, all hospitals, there's people you don't like. In life, in general, people you don't like, people you get on with. I feel within the mental health system, it's a tick box exercise sometimes. Like, they're just ticking all the right boxes. Some of the staff are really not there to help. Like in other industries, some people love the job, some people are there for the money. I don't believe that should be the case in the mental health system, because we need your help. Like, we need you. Do you know what I'm saying? We need people that aren't going to get frustrated because we're ill, that aren't going to feel a type of way if you call them a nasty name. Like, we're not ourselves when we're in these places, hence why we get sectioned, you know. Again, I'm not going to say names. It's that bad that, you know, I've been in a hospital before, come out of the hospital, one of the staff, it's not a hospital in Derby, don't worry, one of the staff has then DM'd me and was talking about mailing stuff to me and whatever, which was kind of contradictory. You know, I'm like, bro, I've just come out of the hospital and you're trying to get me to buy stuff off you, you know, so it's a bit mad. What other hospitals? I've been in Bristol, the Priory, a few famous people in there. Amy Winehouse has been in there, Robbie Williams was in there, can't remember who else, but there's a few famous people in there. It's probably the best hospital I've been in, do you know what I mean? It's the food was good, you had a bath in your room, a shower in your room, big massive double bed, telly, do you know what I mean? It's like, it is chilling, man, but it's like, in your mind, you don't want to be there, but you know you have to be there. So, I mean, anytime I've ever had an episode, I won't tell you, I won't say, bro, I know I'm ill. It'll be you to tell me, like, bro, you're ill. And when you tell me that, I will then argue with you, and it makes me worse and worse and worse, till the police have to come or someone has to ring the crisis team. And, you know, I'm fortunate enough to get in there straight away, because I know there's a lot of people that have even killed themselves and stuff because they've not had that, they've not had what they need. You know, they'll go and get assessed and they'll be like, no, they're fine. 2 days later, they're dead. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm lucky enough to be in the system now where you could ring the police right now and say, oh, someone's here, I think they're having an episode. You give my name, straight away, there'll be police cars here and they'll take me straight and section me, you know, so the hospitals, I know we're on the subject of hospitals, bro, I'm sorry. The hospitals, over here, they're good. I can't knock them, you know. I can't knock the hospitals. The good hospitals, the food's good. Like I said, staff can be dickheads here and there, but yeah, that's about it.
So if you don't mind me asking, with your bipolar and your mental health, what is the worst thing that you've experienced or gone through?
Fuck yeah, now that's a good question, that is, to be fair.
Don't need to answer it if you don't answer it.
Nah, I can answer it. I'm just trying to think what kind of experiences. So it's kind of crazy. So when I first ever got sectioned, I was smoking a lot of weed, but I wasn't sleeping. And I remember I thought I was Jesus. As crazy as this sounds, I thought I was Jesus. I thought my girlfriend at the time was Mary, and I thought my son was whoever. I can't remember what order, but it was like I was walking around the streets, and you know when you close your eyes in the sun and you see all them squiggly bits and stuff. I'm closing my eyes, walking around the streets like this with my arms out, looking up. I'm seeing all these squiggly bits, but they mean something to me, and I'm trying to catch them. But because they're moving, I'm doing this, and I'm trying to catch them and catch them and catch them. And I remember walking to this house around the corner from me, and for whatever reason I thought everything was was based upon electricity. So I remember running down the stairs in my house. My friend stayed over to keep an eye on me. I ran down the stairs, went under the stairs and turned the mains off. I'm like, that's my electric, whatever. And then when I've gone out and I'm walking around like this with my eyes closed, I felt myself like just draining and draining. So I've gone to someone's doorbell, bro, and it's mad. But I'm not lying, I've gone to the doorbell. I'm pressing the doorbell, yeah? And I think I'm charging myself up, like I'm pressing it. And I'm like this, like trying to charge myself up, thinking it's electric going through me. But then the number 7 was in my head as well. So I've gone round, knocked on the number 7's door on one of the other streets. This is like, bro, it's about 5:30, 6 in the morning. The woman's opened the door, bro. I've just gone whack, just slapped this woman clean. Because I thought she was a demon and I'd been sent to get charged and go to number 7. Because my son was also born on the 7th. Like, the numbers and the connections were crazy. Like, everything I was connecting and stuff was making sense to me. And I really can't explain what happens. Like, I just feel this mad sense of higher power, like everything. I'm looking around and even colours, bro, it's like I'm looking and I'm like, wow, like I'm having to squint my eyes just looking at green trees and grass, and I'm like, why is everything so bright, you know? And then I feel the best I've ever felt, and that's the maddest thing about it. Like, whenever I'm going through an episode and I'm on a high, it's the best I've ever felt in my life. Unexplainable. Like, I just feel at one, like I'm so happy, like I can be crying And I'll be, people like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm good, man. I'm happy, man. Like, I'm good. And people are like, are you sure? I'm like, bro, I'm good, man. Like, I'm just showing emotion, like. And yeah, so it's crazy. Like, I'd love to be able to put the whole world or something into my body that will, project it out to what I go through, because I can try and explain it all I want, but I can't explain it until I'm in it, if that makes sense. Like, I could look at something on that bottle and, I see what, B2 there. L2, baby! But no, I could see B2 on that. And it'd make some sort of sense to me. I was just connecting everything. Like, I'd see something and I'd do that. I'd even down to clicking my finger. I'd click my finger and I'd see something. And then I'd be like, right, for every action there's a reaction, So then I'd be like, right, if I do that, I'll see something else happen, and I'd be like, whoa, 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 and just connecting everything. And yeah, man, it's honestly crazy. Like, I wouldn't wish it on anybody because it's a lot to handle, man, but I'd wish it on everybody, because if only you could have the feeling that I have when I'm at my highest point of mania, it is an incredible feeling, man, and I hope everyone gets to experience that at some point in their life, because you will then see life and your eyes will be open to the reality of happiness and peace and calmness and at oneness, and just, you just feel so happy and relaxed. And, I've ran around and trying to explain to people this and that. People are like, yo, that is mad, like, that makes so much sense. And, I can go on about it all day, man. Like, I've really not seen crazy stuff because it's not been there, but I've never had hallucinations, to be fair, apart from when I've been on the sesh, like, and not slept for days. But when it comes to my mental health, it's never been hallucinations and voices and stuff like that. It's always, to me, basically, I feel that they say scientifically that we only use 20 to 25%, or is it 15 to 25% of our brain maximum. That is a fact, scientific fact. Now, I believe whatever happens to me, I unlock and use a higher percentage of my brain, and that takes me to other realms and dimensions that I can't physically handle. So because I'm using such a higher percentage of my brain, I feel like tap into other people's minds, and people can see, because some of the stuff that's happened, bro, is just crazy, like. But I feel that when I'm using that high percentage of my mind, I can't control that and handle that. So I end up getting sectioned, and then they put me on all this medication to bring my levels back down and put the balance in the chemicals in my brain back to normal, to just a bog standard. You don't need to know anything, don't look into anything. Life is life. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, just call it a duck. But yeah, so yeah, man.
How I know. Deckers. Gee, different. Get me. So not every day I'm chilling, man. Some days you gotta look at that. Someone lives in there. Hey, minye broni yo, me baby, what I say, me boa some. What? Me a Ghana boy yo. Hey, mini sikao. Ghana boy friendly, Ghana boy. I'm too blow. Right now, bro, it's like I don't know. I'm in the UK, but I'll soon come home. So tell that there's a new king to the throne. Back in the jungle, we do the pack. Tell that when I get back, he's going straight back to the back of the pack, and he